what your least favorite gun in Rivals says about you. I own every single gun, and today I'm telling you what your least favorite gun in Rivals says about you, so watch until the end to find out. Also, I'm giving away an Exogun bundle, a medkit bundle, and a mega key bundle for 60,000 subscribers. All you have to do to enter the giveaway is like, subscribe, watch to the end of the video, and comment your Roblox username to join the giveaway. If your least favorite gun is the assault rifle, then you like to be different from everybody else. You probably don't like to stick to automatic guns. You probably like the sniper, like you feel like a super secret assassin or something like that. You also probably hate like trends and things like that. Like you like to be a little different. You like to stick out from other people, which there's nothing wrong with that at all, I think. Or maybe there is something wrong with you. No, I'm just kidding. If your least favorite gun is the sniper, then it's kind of the opposite. You like automatic guns. Your first shot accuracy is probably pretty bad, but your tracking is probably a little bit better, which is why you stick to automatics. Personally, that's kind of how I am. I can't aim at all, but like my tracking's pretty decent, so that's why I use the minigun. And everybody hates me for it. Oh, God forbid I buy a couple weapons. I don't care if I'm pay to win. Ugh. Who put you on the planet? Ugh. Yeah, the sniper is a super silly weapon, and if it's your least favorite, then you're definitely not on mobile, because mobile players are meanies and they use auto shoot and auto aim. If your least favorite gun is the paintball gun, then I can assume that you're not a very creative person at all because you hate paint. You probably don't like Bob Ross. Who doesn't like Bob Ross, bro? What did Bob Ross do?
You know, it's like in life. Gotta have a little sadness once in a while so you know when the good times come. I'm waiting on the good times now.
I can also assume you've probably never played paintball in real life. I kind of want to. I feel like that'd be fun. But also, if your least favorite gun's the paintball gun, you don't realize how goated the paintball gun actually is. Like, it's literally on the same like level as the assault rifle, except arguably better in some ways, because I think it does more damage. You just have to be kind of like, you have to be careful with your ammo, and that's probably the main thing that you don't like about the paintball gun. I think you get like one reload and that's it. So this thing's only really good for like 1v1s, really. You know, talking about the paintball gun, I'm thinking about it right now. Could you actually paint a painting with a paintball gun? Has that ever been done before? I gotta search this up on YouTube right now. Bro, the Mythbusters did it, bro. Look at this. This is sick! If your least favorite gun is the burst rifle, you hate burst guns. You probably also dislike the spray, which, I mean, I kind of understand the burst hate, but at the same time, like, the burst rifle is so good, bro. It does, like, the burst rifle does really good damage. The main problem with the burst gun isn't even the burst, it's like the bloom that it has when you're not aiming in. So with the burst rifle, you kind of have to constantly aim in to get this thing to work properly, which that's the main thing I don't like about it. Like, I honestly think it's a pretty good alternative to, like, the assault rifle, but it's not really meant for everyone, and I get that. If your least favorite gun is the shotgun, you probably don't like how it does like 7.5 damage at range. Like the shotgun, it's either like super good or super bad. It's definitely a spotty weapon, and that's kind of what I don't like about the shotgun, but it could be super good if you use it right. You kind of also have to use it on like arena or back rooms. So if your least favorite gun's the shotgun, you probably don't like those maps. Or if it's your least favorite gun, you don't like playing against the shotgun, which is also understandable. Sometimes like people just absolutely destroy me with the shotgun, and sometimes when I use the shotgun, I just struggle to understand how people use it. You've also probably used shotguns in other FPS games and had similar experiences, so you kind of have like a vendetta against shotguns. If your least favorite gun is the flamethrower, then your house was burnt down by an arsonist. You have like a thing against fire because there was a man that killed your entire family by burning them alive. That's a joke, by the way. Yeah, if your least favorite gun's the flamethrower, then you probably don't like how you have to be so close to the enemy to be able to hurt them. The flamethrower, I don't know if this is, I really don't know if this is anyone's least favorite gun, to be honest. The flamethrower is super OP. It has its special use cases where like it does super good, but then at the same time, there's also like places to where like the flamethrower doesn't work at all. Like on docks, Rivals or like Crossroads. The flamethrower sucks on those maps, but it seems like every time I get one of those maps and someone does use the flamethrower, they somehow manage to make it work. But then when I try to use it on a map like that, I just freaking fail. It's because I suck at the game, bro. I should just take a hammer and destroy my computer. I'm so bad at this game, bro. I just gotta pack it up, bro. I'm out of here, bro. I'm packing it up. I'm trash. The fall off needs to be studied. But if your least favorite gun's the flamethrower, you probably also dislike the Molotov, and you probably also dislike the flare gun, which is also understandable because those are pretty OP guns as well, or weapons, I guess I should say. You also probably like the experience of shooting somebody rather than burning somebody, which is also understandable because Rivals is a shooter game. If your least favorite gun is the minigun, then there's something clinically wrong with you, bro. You need to go to the mental asylum, bro. They need to lock you up, bro. The minigun is goated, bro. I love the minigun. It's my favorite gun. I mean, like, look at any of my, like, videos, bro. Just look at them, bro. I constantly glaze the minigun, and I don't care. I paid good money for that gun. Dang it. But if your least favorite gun's the minigun, you probably hate it not because of how it plays, but you probably hate it because of having to play against the minigun when you're getting absolutely lasered, which I guess that's understandable, and I contribute to part of that problem, so you're welcome. If your least favorite gun is the bow, then I guess that's understandable. It's a projectile weapon, and you probably hate projectile weapons. It's kind of hard to hit your shots with the bow, even if like the hitbox is like pretty big. You also probably don't like its charge up mechanic, and you just like your damage to be like consistent and stable. You also probably just like to use guns that actually hit when you like aim at the person. You like your bullets to go to where your crosshair goes, is what I'm trying to say. That doesn't really happen with the bow, and it's really the only primary gun that works like that, you know? If your least favorite gun is the energy rifle, you probably hate how like it was nerfed beyond belief when it wasn't even that good of a gun before, let's be honest. You probably hate like the ricochet on this thing because no matter like how much you use this thing, you can never really get used to the ricochet of the bullets. The unlimited ammo is pretty good, but at that point it's just like you might as well just use the energy pistols instead because they're better than the energy rifle in every single way. If your least favorite gun is the RPG, you hate how slow the rocket travels and you hate how little damage this thing does. This is personally one of my least favorite guns in the entire game. Maybe not my least favorite, but I really don't like the RPG at all, I can't lie. I do see a lot of people use this thing, and I think that's because they don't understand how bad it actually is, because the RPG is good in like other games, but just not Rivals in specific. You also probably don't really know how to use this thing for movement, because that's what a lot of people use this thing for actually, is just flying in the air and being able to kill people like that. But I still don't really think it's worth it even for the movement, because you kind of have to pair it with a good secondary to justify that. They should add like some sort of redeeming quality to the RPG in my opinion, because it's just really not that good at this point. I think it does like what, 50 damage, and it's like 100 when you directly hit them with the explosive, which I think is still kind of low. If your least favorite gun is the crossbow, then you really don't know what you're missing out on, do you? It's literally like, it's a 2-shot to the head and 3 or 4 shot to the body. It's really not all that bad of a gun at all. It's like the sniper, except you get like a faster like reload. Like how with the sniper it takes like a couple seconds to like bolt back the gun again. With the crossbow, it's literally just like, it's like half a second, I can't even lie. Like I feel like the crossbow can be super OP in the right hands, but nobody really bothers to give this thing a try. If your least favorite gun is the crossbow, I actually recommend you to like use it here and there just to see how you like it. Like honestly, give the crossbow another chance. I think it deserves some more love. If your least favorite gun is the grenade launcher, then you probably don't have the glass wrap. I mean, I can't lie, like, I'm kind of a weird person because, like, I hate the grenade launcher, and I don't have the glass wrap, but the thing is, I don't want the glass wrap. Like, all the tryhards use it, but the thing is, I'm not a tryhard, right? I do not care at all. I kind of like the novelty of being able to see my wraps and be able to see my gun, you know? It doesn't really give you that much of a competitive advantage to not be able to see your weapon. I don't know. I'm just not all that crazy about the glass wrap. But if your least favorite gun is the grenade launcher, then I 100% understand. The grenade launcher is my least favorite gun in the game. Like I said, for the RPG, it is good for movement, but it's not good for damage, like at all. The projectiles move super slow like the RPG, and the projectiles do little damage at all. So it's like literally any other gun can work way better than the grenade launcher. And the thing for these primary guns that help with movement, it's like, why don't you just use use like a grenade jump or like the subspace trip mine. It works just as well, if not better. And there's even like melees that help with movement, like the scythe, and it's just like there's no really redeeming quality there to the grenade launcher, and that's probably what you hate about it. I don't know, I'm just not crazy about it. Shoot me, I don't care. The gun blade is, well, not a great weapon, let's just put it that way. It was alright back when it did 50 damage with the blade, but now it does less than that. I think it's like maybe 25, I'm not entirely sure. And it's just not a fun gun to play with. Like the dash is nice and all, but again, it's just not something that I personally enjoy. If you like the gun blade, then you're probably different, but if this is your least favorite gun, then I completely understand. It's just not fun. I like my gun to be a gun. I don't want some like giant huge blade on it. That's what I got a melee for, bruh. If you enjoyed this video, then drop a like and subscribe and join the 60,000 giveaway. Comment your least favorite gun in the comments below, and I'll see you guys on the next video.